Laura here with a quick voiceover intro to today's video from Lisa. And basically, it's a little strange that Lisa and I ended up being motivated to make a video based partly on this drive through a parking lot that we took in, I believe, Pennsylvania a couple months ago. But basically, we were called in by the siren song of a JoAnn store that was, I believe, 5 days from closing. And we were thinking a little bit about the landscape of, the state of craft in America. And it's still there's still things that we don't know about what things are going to be like. But we do recognize that for a lot of people, this is literally their landscape. If they're going to get into crafting or if they are already into crafting, they are limited to what's available to them in person. And especially for beginner crafters, it can be very frustrating to try to buy things online when you're not sure what the right thing to buy is. And also, I've been talking to my sewing students, and my students say that the thing that they're kind of most concerned about is like, how do they match their threads? How do they get those details and notions that can make a sewing project easy and fun or frustrating and hard? So this is just a short video today with tips about places that Lisa and I both really like to shop online that will provide great customer service and make sure that you're going to have a good experience even when you cannot shop in person. Put succinctly, one of the good things about modern life is that a lot of times you can find what you want online, but Lisa and I do both feel strongly that it is worth the effort and maybe a little bit more money to work with a company that you can trust, that is going to basically make sure that you really have something that's going to work well for you in your projects.
Hi, I'm Lisa. Welcome to my library and sewing space. Today, I'll be telling you my favorite places in the United States to buy matching thread for my projects. As per our earlier video linked below, your thread doesn't have to match your fabric exactly, but it's often very satisfying to have a good color match, especially for hand sewn or top stitch details. If you think your thread is of poor quality because it's breaking, make sure your put up is correct for your machine's spool pin orientation, that you've done all your maintenance and cleaning. I linked some of our previous videos about that below. A lot of people living in the United States have recently lost their local fabric and notion store, JoAnn's. It was never my favorite, but it was accessible to most people here, and not everyone has a local store like I do in G Street Fabrics. This is not an ad. Nobody is paying me to tell you guys any of this. I just really want to be sure that our audience gets a chance to keep sewing happily despite the loss of their favorite or most accessible shop. I'll go with the most extrovert-friendly options and then move on to the most introvert-informed options. We have 5 for you today. 1, Burnley and Trowbridge. Based in Virginia, Burnley and Trowbridge will match your thread for you if you send them a swatch of your fabric. I've used this service several times and loved it. I especially love the great variety of hand sewing options that they have for all of their threads. Next up, we have Stonemountain and Daughter. Based in California, Stonemountain and Daughter has amazing customer service. They carry some of my favorite organic cotton threads that are good for machine sewing. If you're unsure of the best color for you based on possibility changes in your monitor, they will take a phone call or an email and help you find it. There's also Wawak. They're based in New York State. These folks carry a wide range of threads, mostly for machine sewing. While colors on computer monitors can vary, I find the color match in their printed catalog is pretty good. Then we get to Superior Threads. Superior Threads is based in Utah. They sell color cards with tiny samples of threads they carry. They also sell these packs of kind of themed colors that all go together, so that if you're not really sure, but if it's color you use a lot, like for me, gray, that's a good option also just to sample their specific threads as well. Last but not least, we have YLI Threads. YLI Threads is also in Utah and has a wide range of threads marketed for quilting that work great for general sewing. They also sell complete color cards. They make my favorite glazed hand quilting thread that's amazing for hand gathering work, especially cartridge pleating. So, what's your favorite place to get thread that matches your fabric? I'd especially like to hear from people living outside of the United States, since this was a very US specific video. It's what I know, so that's what I'm talking about. Thanks again for coming. I appreciate your time, and I'll talk to you soon.